Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Our day's beginning, there's so much to do. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Our day's beginning, there's so much to do. Hi, my friends. Welcome back. I missed you. I hope you're having a good day today. Well, today we're going to talk about 3D shapes. We talked about those flat 2D shapes, didn't we? Those two-dimensional shapes that are flat. Well, now we're going to talk about 3D shapes that are flat. Remember? Like solid. Oh, let's go over that terminology. You ready? Here we go. Solid figure, a three-dimensional shape that has length, width, and height. It has a different dimension to it. Remember, 2D shapes had the height and the width. Remember? And now it has length added to it. It has length added to it. Oh goodness, this is going to be fun. You excited? Let's dive deep into our terminology. You ready? More vocabulary, here we go. Oh, I love mathematical vocabulary. Three-dimensional, a shape that has depth, width, and height. See? It doesn't just do height and width. It adds depth to it, or length, like the other one said. It's thicker. These pictures don't do it justice because they're flat, like a 2D shape. You want to see some big pictures? Here we go. What is this shape called? Oh, do you see there's a square on there, but it's not a square. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 squares. You see them? It has 6 squares on them. Do you know what that's called? It's called a face. It's a face. It has 6 square faces on here. Do you remember what this is called? What's it called? Let me hear you. Did you say a dice? It's not called a dice. It's not called ice. It's not called a dice. It's not called a box. But they sure do look like those, don't it? So what is it? Do you remember what it is? It's a cube. A cube is like a box. A cube is like a box. 3D shapes are fat, not flat. A cube is like a box. And look, it has corners. Those are still called vertices. Let's count how many vertices it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it has 8 vertices. Oh goodness, that's quite a lot. There's another vocabulary word? You're joking. It's called edges? How'd you know about edges? Okay, well let's dive deep into edges. These lines are not called sides, they're called edge. They're edges. Because it's 3D, it can't be a side. It has to be an edge. It's like the corner is just extended. See that extended corner? That's called an edge. 1 edge, 2 edge, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's a lot. There's 12. Did you know there was 12? There's 12 edges. So this is a cube. We could also sing it. A cube is like a dice. A cube is like a dice. 3D shapes are fat, not flat. A cube is like a dice. Good job. Cube. I told you it has a square face. It has 12 edges, 8 vertices, and 6 faces. Cube. A cube is like a box. A cube is like a box. 3D shapes are fat, not flat. A cube is like a box. Cube. You ready for the next one? Got it in my hand right now. You ready? What's this one called? Wow, it doesn't have any corners. No, it doesn't have any vertices. It's very smooth. What do you think this is? You called it a ball? I mean, yeah, it looks like a ball, but it's not what the mathematical term for it is. They don't call anything with this shape a ball. They call it something else. Do you remember what it's called? It kind of does look like a globe. Who said globe? You're so smart. Our Earth is this shape. That's our planet. Do you remember what shape that is? It doesn't have any edges. It feels very smooth. No, there's no edges. No vertices, no corners. And it doesn't have a face. What does it have? It just has one curved surface. You see how it's all curving? Just one curved surface. This is a three-dimensional shape. If we squish this, what would it look like? It would look like a circle. You see? But this is not a circle. What's it called? Did you say sphere? It's a sphere. A sphere has no edges, no vertices, no faces. It just has one curved surface. It's just curved. That's it. Ready? A sphere is like a bouncy ball. A sphere is like a bouncy ball. 3D shapes are fat, not flat. A sphere is like a bouncy ball. You got it. Say sphere. That's a silly word. It's kind of hard to say. Sphere. Kind of sounds like an SF sound. Sphere. That's because it has the digraph PH in it. And that PH digraph is F. So sphere. Can you say it? Sphere. It's a three-dimensional shape. And it just has one curved surface. A sphere is like a bouncy ball. A sphere is like a bouncy ball. 3D shapes are fat, not flat. A sphere is like a bouncy ball. Great job. We got sphere out of the way. Let's check on the next one. You ready? Another three-dimensional shape. It's hiding. You want to see it? What is this? What's this called? Do you remember? Oh, it's got one curved surface. It's got a face. What shape is this face? It's a circle, you're right. Oh, it's got two circle faces on it and one curved surface. Okay, so what does it look like? No, we don't call it a can of soda. But it does look like a can of soda, doesn't it? Do you remember what it's called? Do you remember what it's called? It's called a cylinder. Can you say cylinder? Cylinder. A cylinder's like a can of soda. A cylinder's like a can of soda. 3D shapes are fat, not flat. A cylinder's like a can of soda. Great job, my friends. Cylinder. Let's look. Cylinder. Can you say it with me? Cylinder. It has two faces. Those faces are in a shape of a circle. And it has one curved surface. It's very smooth. Cylinder. A cylinder's like a can of soda. A cylinder's like a can of soda. 3D shapes are fat, not flat. A cylinder's like a can of soda. You got it. Great job, my friends. You ready for some more? Here we go. Oh, goodness. What does that look like? What's this look like? Oh, there's lots of different ways we could use this shape. Do you know what this shape is? A party hat? A party hat? Oh, are we going to celebrate a birthday today? Oh, I love birthdays. Oh, it's not a party hat? Well, what do we call it? Do you remember what we call it? Oh, it looks like the cups from school when we're getting water. Right? That's really silly. What's that shape again? Do you remember? Oh, goodness. Is it called a cone? It is called a cone. You can use a cone for ice cream, a cone for a snow cone, or a cone for a party hat. You can use a cone for water. Oh, you can use lots of things for cones. Let's see what this has. It has one face. What's the face? What shape is this? It's a circle. You got it. This cone has one face. It's a circle. It has one curved surface. Oh, I see the curved surface. Do you see it? It's very smooth. But it has one. Look at that. What is it? One corner, one vertex. We don't say vertices because it has less than two. We say vertex because it has one. One vertex, one smooth curved surface, and one face. One circle face. A cone is like a party hat. A cone is like a party hat. 3D shapes are fat, not flat. A cone is like a party hat. You got it, my friends. Great job. Cone. Cone. It has one face that's in the shape of a circle. It has one vertex. It's one little corner at the top. And it has one curved, smooth surface. A cone is like a party hat. A cone is like a party hat. 3D shapes are fat, not flat. A cone is like a party hat. Great job, my friends. Great job. The last one. There's lots of 3D shapes. There's lots of 2D shapes. So we're just going over our favorites, right? The main ones. We'll dive deeper when we get into higher grades, won't we? Especially when we get into geometry. Oh, that's going to be exciting when we check inside those angles and measure them. There's so many different ways to measure shapes. I can't wait to measure. Are you excited to measure? Me too. What's this one? Oh, it has lots of faces on it. It has a square face and it has a rectangle face. It has lots of rectangle faces. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangle faces and 1, 2 square faces. It's got 6 faces all together. 6 sides, doesn't it? But we call them faces, don't we? Because it's a solid 3D shape. You're right. You got it. It also has edges. 1 edge, 2 edge, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It has 12, just like the cube. Cool. They're very similar, but this is something different. It's not a cube, is it? What is it? Do you remember? It's not a cube. It's called, can you guess it? Let me hear you. Let's see what your guess is. Oh, some of you are smart. You guys know which one it is. Oh, I hear some parents saying it. Did you say rectangular prism? It's a rectangular prism. Kind of looks like a rectangle, doesn't it? Well, a 3D shape as a rectangle would be a rectangular prism. Let's dive deep into it. It kind of looks like a box too, right? I don't have a song for this one, but maybe you can make one at home up and tell me about it, and maybe I'll sing it for the next one. I would like that. Rectangular prism. It has 12 edges. It has 8 vertices. That means corners. And it has 6 faces. It has 2 square faces, and it has 4 rectangle faces. It has 6 faces all together. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Great job, my friends. You guys are getting so smart with your 3-dimensional shapes. I bet you're going to be fantastic in high school and in college for all your geometry. There's so much we can do with shapes. There's so many angles inside those shapes. You know who uses shapes a lot? Carpenters use shapes a lot. Who else uses shapes? Architects? Carpenters build furniture. Architects build buildings. And what else can use those? Video gamers. The people who make video games, those video game designers, they have to know these shapes too. That's very, very important for when they're designing your favorite video games. Oh my goodness, like Mario Kart? That's one of Josh's favorites. They have to know their 3D shapes. They have to know lots of 3D shapes in order to make that video game the way it is. And look around your house. An architect had to figure out those shapes to build your house so that it was sturdy and safe for you. Wow, they need to know a lot about those shapes, didn't they? And carpenters, look at your chairs in your house. Look at your furniture. Look at your couch. carpenter needed to make those. And they have to know angles, they have to know shapes, and they have to know how to put it together safely so that when you sit on it or you use it, it doesn't break. Those are lots of different careers you could use, and they use math all the time. I can think of so many more that uses geometry. Oh, I wonder what you're going to be when you grow up. I can't wait to hear about how you use geometry in your life. I love you so much, and I hope you have a great day today. I'll see you next time. Practice your 3D shapes, practice your 2D shapes, and practice those songs. I love you.